I'm just injecting. You okay there?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it doesn't really hurt. It's, I would say, akin to a very, very, very mild ant sting. And it's just odd because you have a skull underneath the skin. There's not a lot of fatty tissue, so you feel it, but it's not enough to make me cry. If I do turn off the camera.
And I mean, for people that are really sensitive, we have the laughing gas or Pronox. He used it once. He doesn't need it, obviously. That's more to help relax you. If you're really nervous, it'll help.
It does make you loopy, that stuff.
The laughing gas,
I tried it once. I didn't like it.
So, I mean, we have it as an option if you're very sensitive to pain. I did, when I first started doing this, I was only doing the numbing cream, and people were having discomfort. But once I added the nerve blocks you saw me do, it's been a lot more comfortable for people. And
how do you know where you're to put that in? Have you got
all the areas that he's thinning? You
just go into the thinning areas?
Pretty much, yeah. And it's spreading. I mean, back here he's got plenty of hair growth, so I'm not going to go back there. And I'll microneedle a little bit at the front so you can see that. That spreads it a little bit more. But I'm just basically going where I see the thinning. I definitely, it'll be good to see his pictures in a month. He'll have the maximum.
And when we stop filming on my camera, on my phone, I have the before and after slide.
Oh, great.
Oh, good.
So you'll be able to see just the 1 month growth. And
I think I showed that, but not everybody saw it. And if you guys know me, like I want to see results. I don't, I wouldn't, these treatments, when I first learned about them, I didn't really believe it either, that you could do this, that you could actually regrow hair. But then, I started treating just a few friends and family, and they started having good results. So let's go ahead. I'm going to microneedle. I'll come back. Hold on. I don't want that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to have my nurse just, she's going to help me with this part. So this is the microneedle. This is what we use on the face too. We'll use the same pep factor in the face, and that'll get deeper, and it'll help stimulate collagen and help reduce wrinkles and discolorations, melasma. So it's not just for the hair. And I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to go into the 2.5, the maximum of these needles. And what I want to do is actually maybe do some here. You okay, Mark?
Mm-hmm.
So what does that feel like?
Yeah, I would say the most awkward part really is, again, your skull. It just vibrates in your ears and stuff.
So this is, you were asking, like, where do I know to put it? This really spreads it. So you can do, quite a large area with this. And it doesn't damage the other hair. Let's do some here because I didn't really inject.
It's running down his already.
Excuse me. Did it go in your eye?
I don't know. I can't feel a pin.
He's numb. He doesn't notice. And he's a great patient. But even, like I said, with people who don't like needles, they really don't feel it. And that's what, it took me time to figure out the best way to numb and the best way to... Yeah. So I've been doing this now for about 1.5 years. 2 years. So we'll finish the rest with the microneedling. I just want to see where I didn't really get with the injections, like here.
Now, are those needles swirling around?
Yep, they're rotating. And we, they're all single use, so we throw them out. It's not, it's like a tip that has 12 needles.
So
So it's making little micro channels and driving the PEP factor, the growth factor, into the scalp there through the dermis and epidermis, the layers, without needing a needle, without needing the injection. Like I said, I've had good results with both.
What are you putting on first? Is that like an oil or something?
That's the PEP factor, the growth factor I was talking about, that we could either use that or the PRP from your blood. The PEP factor we've used on him because it's, we have it, and we literally mix it up and it's good to go. The PRP from the blood, it takes a little longer. We have to draw your blood and spin it. It takes about 20 minutes to prepare it. This is a product I get from, actually it's a company owned by some doctors, and they just deal with a lot of different aesthetic and cosmetic products. So they were using it for a long time, and that's how I learned about it, was from other doctors who were getting good results. Do we have any left?
Yes.
Hold on just 1 minute, because I just want to adjust this.
But you think it works about the same, whether it's the one from the blood or the other?
Do we have a new needle?
I do. You want to hear that one?
Or actually, I'll just inject the rest. I'm good on. I'm just going to inject the rest. I just have a little bit left, so I'm just going to inject it where I think he needs it the most. Inject just here, and then we'll be done.